Yeah.
Is that not the ultimate sinister move? Like, your X-No right now there. I'm not going to risk my GPM to scout the pit. I'm going to risk yours.
Got nothing so far, so...
That's why he doesn't want to risk his.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Has he got something coming out? No, it's just more sentries. The poor life of a 5.
Yep. I want to see...
for an EG in comparison, though.
I want to see more... What do I want to see? I want to see phase builds.
What do you want?
There's a player in SEA called Grims that plays a fantastic Elder, and he builds that really brawly style, you know, quick level 15 and eventually level 20. And with all that attack speed that comes at 20 and the Astral Hero attack, you end up doing about 500 damage a pop while also having all of the bonus armor that comes from having the different heroes hit by the Astral Spirit. And especially against a Chen, who might have a ton of creeps as well, that's just more stuff that you use to buff yourself up. I think it'd be pretty effective, but the way this game's going, it's 20 minutes, not even level 10, and EG just took the ages.
It's kind of one of the big cruxes of the 5 ET though, right? Like, if you get these phase boots, you need to follow through with extra items, I feel.
Yeah.
I can see on a 4 ET maybe, but most teams don't like the idea of 4 ET at the moment. He just turns into kind of an aura buff and a reset with the stomp more than anything. But I agree, like, there is potential with this hero. I remember it's been like 2-3 years ago when SCCC would run ET occasionally in the mid. Because this hero with XP does do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah. I wonder if SBI's timing is just waiting for this tag, you know, trying to create a base for it. Got one Observer Ward and a ton of Sentry Wards in the Radiant jungle. Enough to be that he doesn't die. Got Arteezy position side of the map.
You have to keep in mind that EG has a huge advantage with where both teams are playing right now. Like, LGD are prioritizing taking control of their primary jungle, but there's good vision down at the moment that will spot them out. While all this dewarding that LGD done, this deward activity in the bot lane, no one is here utilizing it.
Yep.
The carries are elsewhere. It's just wasted ground and wasted effort by X-Nova.
I think it was just making the best of a bad situation in that area when they're trying to take.
Yeah, but it's that kind of point that you've invested heavily here, right? And you're not showing too much elsewhere. It might be worth just sticking a carry here, treating it as a little bit of a recovery zone. Because right now you have to expect that EG is going to want to play around the pit. So unless LGD's big plan is to interrupt this Roche, I'm wondering what their combo would be. Like, you've got Sleep. Maybe if you get a good Requiem, that could work. You do have the BKB now on SF, so he's pretty confident to fight. I'm just not sure your Troll wants to fight yet.
G are pretty keen to fight.
We'll continue the game. Game of cat and mouse at the moment, though. LGD just trying to stretch the map. EG confident to walk wherever the damn well they choose. F5's been spot bot. Full lining in. Oh no, stop the mark. They'll dive the tower though with the defusal. It's an easy kill. So much for that blink dagger. A mile away.
Trying to get as much as he can. Throughout the map, Somnus keeps pushing in the top side. Maybe he's going to be able to take out his tier 1 if he can.
Crit. He missed the toss back. Arbed was just out of range. Wasn't willing to expend the mana to get closer.
See Somnus push in.
Chalice thinks he can do this. I would doubt it heavily. Borrowed time's going to be popped pretty early. And they might just kind of kill him afterwards because his teammates... Nice stomp. Slows down the aggression, but Arteezy quick to go back in. 50 thrown out, but has to back away. They just want the tower, and that's enough for Fortel to be back.
Got that first BKB charge that still's yet to be used, but you want to do it in this situation. You've got enough for about a Requiem and 1 raise, and that's it.
You need some sort of hard commitment, like some sort of lockdown, but right now FY is the only way that you do that, and he's so vulnerable. It's so easy for the PL to hook him up.
Got that extra range coming from his talent as well as the keen optic, but saying before, that blink dagger is the key item that they need. They don't have any catch right now.
It's just too much overlap, right? Like, you need to catch Chen, you want to catch Tiny because there's a lot of AoE disruption in these choke points, and then critically you want to slow down the PL from creating a mass army of illusions. It's just too many targets for FY alone.
Yeah, and speaking of many targets, you also got Fly with his little army coming through as well. Got the,
and he's always going to heal up. That's the other awkward thing, right? Like, the creep army provides a lot, but also you need to kill the master. So who's going to join him is the real question, because you got this BKB on SF, but you know he's never going to use the 10-second unless they're fully committed to the fight. And your troll, yeah, he switched up again. No BKBs, not the intention. He's going for the Satanic instead, even more greedy.
Even focused down. I think it has to be Fly that they try and catch here. Lucky for LGD, if they do pick him off, he doesn't have buyback, but if you can get him down before he's able to use that Hand of God, before he gets to use the mech, before that Vladimir's offering really starts to pay dividends for EG, going to be a big difference maker.
But this is the power of a PL ahead at this early point in the game, right? Like, you do that, you will lose someone in response to this PL. Because you just don't have any good AoE lockdown. Yeah, you got the Stomp, but it's choreographed, right? So you can just doppelganger out. Yeah, you've got a line, but we already mentioned you're probably going to want those stuns to stop the Chen from just spamming heals.
And we can just see where he's standing around as well. He is on his high ground, where they have vision. There is absolutely no way he's going to get caught out, except maybe now when Chalice walks.
Is he getting caught out, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just hit him twice. He's like, no. Bad. Get back. Just letting him know that he can do whatever he wants, and that's what Abed's doing. Top lane going for a kill on FY with the assist of the crit. Easy cleanup. And FY again, they're just starving him out, ensuring this blink dagger's taking longer than expected. Meanwhile on the bot lane, Arme, he's forced to fight here, doesn't have big enough one to get the battle trance out. He's doing a lot of damage in return, but no, Arteezy just about gets the kill. A little bit too close for comfort. Thank God he had that basher. I don't think Arteezy was expecting that kind of damage.
He's under attack.
Abed's still hunting, by the way. So he's going in. He wants that BKB. He's like, use it right now. No, someone holds on. There it is. Has to come out in the end, but the Hand of God to heal them up. Next Nova doesn't hit anyone to stomp, and Abed makes his way out. Says, sayonara, sucker. Thanks for using your big power spike.
Yeah, they just gone in 10 seconds. Wisely realizing it. The thing I was chuckling about before is that they actually don't have to leave, because with all of these trusty shovel uses that Fly's getting, he had 5 healing salves and he just used 2 on RTC, so he doesn't even need to go back to base. He's fine.
It's more brutal than that. They just found a paladin shield as well.
He's under attack.
You have your options. I think you give it to PL though. Actually, does Chen even want to share?
No.
Wait, who has it? Who's been given it? It's on Legion now. Yeah, it's not bad.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jump off those shields, jump in. Arme is fine though. Photic shield is immediately there. Things will calm down for a moment, but this is just EG making sure they're keeping LGD in check, because right now LGD, they need that little bit of extra gold off the map. Be ready to fight around the next road.
They've got the blink dagger, luckily, up onto FY here, so could have that quick pick up that they need. Who are they going to catch out? It's looking most likely to be Ramsey.
Hit him up. Avalanche slows him down. Though. Stop fall off should be enough to secure the kill to Ramses. Even the finger straight away to ensure he falls.
All right.
Good attempt by crit to save the day, though.
Yeah, 1 bonus damage now on, 50 bonus damage on FY. So slowly starting to build up at the 26-minute mark.
Took a while. He wins the race, and LGD, there's nothing slow about this push. However, the glyph ensures it gets stopped, right, and checked out. And they have to get back because Arteezy's in the bot lane pushing in as well.
Top lane's pushing in too. You've got a few Chen creeps just continuing to push things forward.
They'll waddle away before the SF can punish him for it. And they're just checking lanes. They're making sure that LGD have to show multiple heroes, which means they're then free to maybe make a move as soon as Legion is up. And by the way, Tiny's going towards the Halberd next.
I really like this quickening charm being given over to the Chen as well. It's him so much more. Oh, we actually passed it over, I think, to the Tiny. So all those little extra combos suddenly seconds quicker.
This would be the perfect person to catch the combo. FY stands his ground, won't die for it.
Over here.
Arbed is waiting.
Storm
He wants some bloodstone charges.
damage.
Gonna move in. Toss control on Arme straight away. And they've got stun follow up. Stun comes down. Not good enough though. Five press the attack and protect. And they get rid of the creep army quickly. I'll go more escaping the fight. But they're trying to burn through the mana. If Arme loses all his mana here, he has got big one this time, so it's not as bad as last. That's the shrine. Refuses to give up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chalice on the front lines, hoping that he's going to soak up a lot of this, but in the meantime, EG happy to just take that tier 2 tower.
Just in and out, in and out. It's always on the LGD to find a hard lockdown. And PL is going to become more and more frustrating as the game goes on. And I believe he's got a new item coming out. He's got an ag.
Got the arcane rune.
Wait, is that the ag? Oh, sorry, it's Arbed's. The one for it. All right, ag's complete.
This is the timing.
This is where you get the opportunity to shine. Quickening Charm, Arcane Rune as well. PL meanwhile has the ability to go straight on him now. There's a Zippy. Full-man stun control out from the Spirit. BKB activates so much charge out that Requiem trying to do damage, but dodged out by the Doppelganger. Will come back in the fight in the back straight away. And Death has to run away. There's no magic in here. Won't be good enough. The duel comes down. He's dead. Children in the back line. Looking for more. Gonna get ET loaded. He's gonna pull power cross activated by Arme. Line up against the TL. The stun through is good, but the hand got the heals are decent. Arme, can he get the kill? There's the control that game with the vortex. Arbed instant impact out of this ag. Arme staying alive. Has his body shield. They're gonna pop it. Kind him out. They don't want to directly fight. They will better get low. Axe once there again from Arbed. Southern response is good with the earth spike, and now they're gonna stand their ground, fight this out. They'll find a kill control and on the Baden. And now it's cleanup time. They'll find a kill next Nova. They'll chase forward. No mana left means FY gets away alive. That's a huge fight coming out. Enables EG just go in and break the base. ET cannot buy back.
No buyback on him. They really don't want to use it on Arme either, but they're going to be forced to. Otherwise, they're going to lose their entire rest. They've got no way of pushing out this mid lane other than hopefully using the glyph, trying to clean up a few of these creeps, but the damage is being prioritized onto the heroes at the start of it.
I mean, you mentioned it. This is the time to fight. That is one of the bigger examples I've seen in a long time of Ags getting instant impact on the Storm Spirit.
Dire's middle barracks.
Wonder what you're waiting for. Wonder when Arbed was going to get time to shine. He may have had his slip-ups early, but he delivers at a critical moment. And finally, EG is able to break the base. Now 15k net worth lead. And this is where you just run back, clean up a shrine, and go give
another double damage.
Roshan.
They've got another Roshan. They got both of the outposts. They're going to get all of the bounty runes. This is really bad for LGD.
I mean, he might not be wearing his Santa hat, but Roshan is definitely a gift early for Christmas for EG.
Dire's top
Where is that hat?
is under attack.
You know, Reddit brought it up. I thought it'd be done within 48 hours, but it's still not in.
Buffing up his Ag's Electric Vortex even further here on Arbed. Now an extra half second. 3.1 seconds. Essentially a mini black hole on a 14-second cooldown.
And we already saw the impact it has with the lower duration. Now it's going to get more rough. He's even going to Lincoln's next because he realizes, okay, the only reason that was a little bit close, a little bit sway, is because of FY.
Yeah. He got many multi-hero stuns off. I think next Nova did relatively well as well with the stops, but I think it's going to be a bridge too far once this Roshan ends up going down.
Acres and cheese. EG will happily oblige Roshan with push death. And it looks like LGD are going to be way too late to move across it. There it is. Aegis picked up in the hands of Arbed again. And this time there's a cheese on the PL. And this is an active PL. That's the thing you have to keep in mind. They're already jumping. They're already getting active. Crit didn't get the toss back. Chalice does escape.
Creeps are doing their job in the top lane as well. This siege creep's going to take out this tier 2 tower. So now, no way of protecting against any sort of attack onto the high ground.
I'm over here.
Yeah, they've already dealt with the mid wave as well, so EG will have that pushing in their favor as well. They can stick that up to maybe chip away at the tower. Darkies will look at the front line. With that cap ball, they can do a lot of damage. Dump in, crit, finds the target, tosses him back straight away. Next Nova's is gone. Where is he? Nice stun coming out. We'll keep it alive. FY saves the David again. Now PL gonna get silenced up. Nope, Doppelganger just out of time to get out. And the interruption from Arbed ensures they have to use the BKB, and all of a sudden Somnus is in a lot of trouble. Yes, you have this Daedalus, but now you have no protection.
FY is protection, basically.
And he's delivered so far the best he could. It's going to be enough though. Chalice, he's another full protection. Can't afford to go down. Borrowed time's going to be used. They just reset. Looking to go again. Full on it in. Now there's the control of the Vortex. Armade on point. Dodges out the use of the Requiem as well. And the Earth Splitter. LGD, they've thrown everything at this. And they've got nothing out of it.
Got the Battle Trance and the Finger of Death, and that is about it. Stopping EG from pressing into this high ground, taking this lane of Rax. See how deep they're playing with these illusions, just creating time and space.
There'll be a giant space in LGD's base where the Rax used to be at this rate. They need some way to hold right now. They need a perfect setup. No Requiem for 70 seconds. No Earth Splitter for 70. At least Bad can start frontline and getting a moment. That's got the borrowed time coming on cooldown in 10 seconds. We'll just take this slow. There's no rush. This is the power of the PL at this stage. You just start to take over the game in his own right. And that's where you know about burn all that mana once more. They know he has the borrowed time, but they don't care. Nice stop. Jump in there. The action effect again. Arbeck throw him up. Pulls out the borrowed time already. Now they'll reset. Charles, he shouldn't be this far forward anymore. He could be caught. Stop. This is so awkward. It's not the fastest scene. It may not be clean, maybe a little bit dirty, but if it gets the job done, EG will tip their hand and say yes, please.
This bot side of the map is pushing in. Creep's been like, oh, we'll try and do our best, LGD. No, Abed just walks back, says, oh, some free farm, nice.
Still 2 minutes with Nagus as well.
Gives him plenty of time to push up.
Zip. My thrift rewarded.
Instead, he sees an arcane rune.
There's no killing this man.
So there's no killing this man. There's no killing a certain other illusion-based guy. Who else are we looking at here? Legion, you don't want everyone to touch because he has Blade Mail and Lotus Orb as well as Pipe. Like, you kind of feel like you need to kill him, but the Blade Mail is just... It's like a hedgehog defense, right? It's like, please don't stand on me. All right? Yeah. You get quills on you. You don't want it.
I really don't feel like Ramses has been playing on the front line anyway. It's been Abed doing it the majority of the time.
This is the point, right? Like, Abaddon and Legion, they were popular because they had these dispels, and worst case scenario, they became a very powerful support if they didn't have their impact as a core.
Yeah.
But
great job with it.
And that's the thing, like, I always felt like Legion, I always said, I think it was slightly better than Abaddon because his early game presence, if it had a good lane, it could become a core. It doesn't just forfeit being this support, whereas Abaddon in competitive play, about 95% of the games, it always ends up being a support. Eventually, from the free roll.
I feel like you're able to trade as a core. That core league. Relative to an Abaddon. Abaddon's still very good, but
L9 is in. CNFY, trying to get through him, but he's going to be protected. They use the body shield finally to allow him to run away, but Lucian's almost killing him off. And that's just space that will away at the tower again for RTZ. They all these mega creeps, they refuse to leave before they get them. Full lighting in, the big play with the Vortex coming out, but no follow-up. Creating that space again. He's being careful because this Aegis is going to expend itself. 30 seconds. And you get some value out of it before it expires. I'd say you got plenty of value already, but you want to force a hard commitment.
And the quickening charm. So 9.7 second cooldown on a 3.5 second stun.
There's again, Avalanche does follow up this time. Force out the BKB. LGD realized if they accidentally pop that on the SF, it could just be game over there. There it is again, Vortex. They just want the racks. They say there's no hard commitment required here. And the duel's going to be there. The advantage was more time runs down. Sonic is probably no, he's going to hurt him. He's jumping from here, going to force him away. The ball takes the gate, doesn't connect on the summit. The Rector is going to come out. Hit onto Ahmed, though. He's free to do what he wants. Handing on. He's commanded a little bit of trouble. But you are losing heroes on the side. Sonic's getting low. Chip's going in, trying to throw him out. It's looking about TT's there. Gets the kill. EG's going to come back from Legion and will come out from Sonic. But once again, Ahmed with this Vortex control and during the battle should be going down next. He's almost down. They're like barely. The toss forward, the final hit's going to be there, and he's dead. Buyback will be used. The great fight will play. Need a creep. They just need to buy time for the creep to finish what they start, and with the Vortex, it should be enough. The clip to buy some time won't be good enough. As Troll will go down, the buyback's going to come out. But this TCPL is almost trashing the game, and as a result, we've definitely EG. Clean sweep LGD.
Man, I wish there was like a thing in the post game where it shows